Chapter 6, Retirement of a Partner, Reconstitution of the Partnership Firm, Retirement of a Partner. In that, we discussed very clearly about changes in profit and loss sharing ratio in our previous class. So, this is the class you are going to learn about gaining ratio. So, gaining ratio is the ratio, it is the ratio which the gaining partner is occurring from retiring partner. For example, A, B, C are partners in a firm, B is retiring from the firm, A and C is occurring B's share of profit and they are gaining. So these two are continuing or remaining partner. So they are gaining from B, isn't it? So we are going to calculate gaining ratio in this video very clearly. Calculation of gaining ratio, how to calculate gaining ratio, all the situations we are going to tell one by one. First situation is when information is not given. Information is not given or agreement doesn't exist. So they have given only their existing profit and loss sharing ratio. They fails to give about gaining ratio and new profit and loss sharing ratio. In that situation, how to calculate gaining ratio? We are going to discuss one by one. So when information is not given, look at this, information is not given, no information. So agreement also doesn't exist, no agreement which is related to new profit and loss sharing ratio. So look at this problem. A, B, C are partners in a firm. They are sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1. We can write like this: 3/6, 2/6, 1/6, isn't it? So A, B, C are partners. They are having profit and loss sharing ratios are 3/6, 2/6, 1/6. If A retires, what will be their profit and loss sharing ratio? What will be their profit and loss sharing ratios for B and C? Because B and C are continuing partners. B and C are continuing partners. So their profit and loss sharing ratios will be 2:1. 2:1. By chance, if B retires, A and C are continuing partners. Because no information they have given how many percentage they are going to occur from the retiring partner. At the same time, no agreement is there. So if agreement is there, depends upon the agreement who is receiving from the retiring partner and how much proportions that will be added along with their existing profit and loss. Then we can easily find out what is their gaining ratio. If no agreement and the information is not given in that situation, we should take the remaining existing profit and loss sharing ratio as the new profit and loss sharing ratio and the gaining ratio also. You have to keep it in your mind. Unless or otherwise, if they fails to give that not given, which is that informations are not given, at the same time agreement doesn't exist, we have to take the remaining partners existing profit and loss as their new and gaining ratio. Here in the first situation, A retires. If A retires, B and C shares their profit and losses in the ratio of 2:1. See here, 2:1, isn't it? At the same time, B retires. In the second situation, B retires. So B retires means remaining 3:1 will be there. 3:1. So A and C are the continuing and remaining partner. Their new profit and loss sharing ratios are 3:1. By chance, if C retires, partner C retires means remaining A and B is there. So A and B sharing their profit and losses in their existing ratio 3:2, isn't it? I hope you understood. And next problem is X, Y, Z. So here they have given nominator and denominator wise. So somewhat we have to take LCM. X, Y, Z are partners in the firm. They are sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 1/2, 1/3 and 1/6. In this situation, Z dies. So Z is a partner, he died. Find out gaining and new profit sharing ratio. So how to find out gaining and new profit and loss sharing ratio? See, it is X share of profit, it is Y share of profit, it is Z share of profit. These all are existing profit and loss sharing ratios for X, Y and Z. So in that situation, Z died. Who died? Z died. So look at this. We are going to take LCM, which is the common factor are 6. So first set will be multiplied by 3. If you are multiplying by 3, 3 into 1s are 3 and 3 into 2s are 6, 3/6. Then here if you are multiplying by 2, so 2/6 and 1/6, isn't it? So anyway, 3:2:1 is the profit and loss sharing ratio, which is existing profit and loss sharing ratio. In this situation, no informations they have given, isn't it? No information and no agreement also. In that situation, as I told you already, if there is no information available about their new profit and loss sharing ratio and their gaining ratio, what we should do? The remaining partners' share of profit will be continuing partners. What is that? Their gaining ratio and their profit and loss sharing ratio. So who are remaining partners in this situation? X and Y are continuing or remaining partners. So their existing profit and loss sharing ratios will be considered as their new profit and loss sharing ratio, at the same time their gaining ratio also. So here in this situation, Z died. Who is Z? So 1 by 6 is Z's share of profit. So Z died means Z's gone out. So remaining is 3 by 6, 2 by 6. Anyway, 3 is to 2. So 3 for X and 2 for Y. I hope you understand. The next one. Second situation. Situation 1. No information, which called when information is not given or agreement doesn't exist. In that situation only, we should take the remaining share of profit will be considered as their new and gaining ratios. So now second situation, when new profit sharing ratio given, here slightly they alter. New profit and loss sharing ratios they have given. New profit and loss sharing ratio. So look at this problem directly. A, B, C are partners in the firm. A's share of profit 1 by 2, B's share of profit 3 by 10, C's share of profit 1 by 5. So it is their existing profit and loss sharing ratio. So in this situation, new profit and loss sharing ratios they have given for A and C only. A and C is 3:2. It is their new profit and loss sharing ratio. They are asking us to calculate gaining ratio. So what is the formula for gaining ratio? You should understand very clearly about it. It is the formula only to find out gaining ratio. Gaining ratio's formula is new ratio minus old ratio. If new ratio is greater than old ratio, that is gaining ratio. If you are getting negative result, that is sacrificing ratio. Old minus new is sacrificing ratio's formula actually, but gaining ratio's formula is new ratio minus old ratio. So anyway, we are going to substitute the formula for A. So A's existing profit and loss sharing ratio is 1 by 2 and A's new profit and loss sharing ratio is 3 by 5. So anyway, new minus old. So new ratio for A 3 by 5 and old ratio for A is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 we have written over here. Then we are subtracting the both as per the formula we are doing, and 5 into 2 are 10, and you know that 1 into 3 into 2 are 6, 1 into 5 are 5. So 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. So 1 by 10. 1 by 10. Then for B, B is retail partner here. Isn't it? They fails to give the new ratios for B. In that situation, we have to consider B is the retail partner and remaining partners are A and C. So A and C, they are sharing future profit in the ratios of 3:2. So 2 by 5 is whose profit and loss sharing ratio? C's profit and loss sharing ratio. So their C's new profit and loss sharing ratio is 2 by 5. 2 by 5 is C's new profit and loss sharing ratio. So we are substituting the formula 2 by 5 minus C's existing profit and loss sharing ratio is 1 by 5. So 2 by 5 minus 1 by 5. Then we comes to know very clearly what it is. 2 by 10. So anyway, gaining ratio for A and B is 1:2. 1:2. And next, third illustration, A, B, C are partners in a firm. They are sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 2 by 5, 2 by 5, 1 by 5, which is 2:1. And C retires from the firm. New profit and loss sharing ratios for A and B is 2:1. They are asking us to calculate gaining ratio. So here, you have to be very clear while you are learning this, because it is same like gaining ratio how we found in the previous problem. Same like that only. Gaining ratio's formula we are substituting. Look at this. For A, new profit and loss sharing ratio for A is 2 by 3 because 2 plus 1 it is the 3 because combinations of both is 3, and from that 2 is A's new profit and loss sharing ratio. So 2 by 3 minus 2 by 5. 2 by 5 is existing profit and loss sharing ratio for A. Then what we are doing, 3 into 5 are 15, then 5 into 2 are 10, and 3 into 2 are 6. So 10 minus 6 is equal to 4 by 15. 4 by 15. At the same time, B, C only retiring. So B partner is there. B's new share of profit is 1 by 3. Isn't it? So collection of these two is 3. So 1 by 3 minus his old share of profit 2 by 5. So 1 by 3 minus 2 by 5. Then we are taking 3 into 5 are 15. 1 into 5, 5. 3 into 2, 6. So 5 minus 6 is equal to minus 1 by 15. Here it shows the negative result. Results are negative. So negative results means sacrificing. So who is sacrificing? B is sacrificing. Already one partner sacrificed. Who is the outgoing partner? C sacrificed. How many proportions C sacrificed? 1 by 5. C sacrificed 1 by 5. Now another one partner also sacrificed. Who is that? B. B sacrificed 1 by 15. 1 by 15. So 15 is the biggest one. So we can convert into 15. The first set. If you are multiplying by 3, we can get to know. So 3 by 15 and it is 1 by 15. So collectively 4 by 15. 4 by 15 is loosed or sacrificed by both the partners. So 4 by 15 is sacrificed by C and B. Anyway, you check it out. This 4 by 15 is gained by A. 4 by 15 is gained by A. So A is a gain partner. A is a gained partner in this situation. Anyway, that goodwill should be compensated by A to C and B in these proportions. In these proportions, who should be compensated by whom? Sacrificing partner should be compensated by gaining partner. So gaining partner should pay some amount of goodwill to C and B. X, Y and Z are partners in the firm. They are sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 4:3:2. 4 by 9, 3 by 9, 2 by 9. It is their existing profit and loss sharing ratio. Y retires. Who retires? Y retires. Y is the outgoing partner and Y share goes to X. 1 by 9th of his share goes to X. 1 by 9th of Y's share goes to partner X. Isn't it? And the remaining share goes to partner Z. Remaining share goes to partner Z. They are asking us to calculate new profit and loss sharing ratio and gaining ratio. So look at this solution. Y to X. Y to X. Actual share of profit for Y is 3 by 9. Which is appeared over here 3. 3 plus 2 plus 4 is equal to 9. So 3 by 9 is actual existing share of profit for Y. So in that 1 by 9th of his share of profit goes to X. So 1 by 9th of 3 by 9. So 9 9s are 81. 3 into 1s are 3. So 3 by 81, or if you are simplifying this, 1 by 27. 1 by 27. Here they have written 1 by 27. So 1 by 27 goes to X from Y. And Y to Z. Y to Z, because remaining share goes to Z, partner Z. So Y to Z, how much it is going? Actual share of profit is 3 by 9, that you know very well. So 3 by 9 into the remaining. If 1 by 9 goes to X means, then remaining will be 8 by 9. Easily you can see. Look at here. 9 by 9s are full fractions. So full figure in it, denominator and denominator. So in that, if you are subtracting 1 by 9, then remaining will be 8 by 9. So this 8 by 9 goes to partner Z, because the remaining goes to partner Z. So 3 by 9 into 8 by 9. 3 by 9 actual share of profit for Y. From that 8 by 9 goes to partner Z. So that's why Y to Z. 9 into 9s are 81. 3 into 8s are 24. Then if you simplify this, 8 by new profit sharing ratio for partner X and Z, because these two only continuing partner. So Y went out, his outgoing partner. So new profit and loss sharing ratio for X and Z are. So how much? What is the existing profit and loss sharing ratio for X? That is 4 by 9, isn't it? 4 by 9 plus share occurred from Y. Share occurred from Y is 1 by 27. So 1 by 27 plus 4 by 9. So if you are multiplied this set with what will become 27, 3. So 3 into 4 are 12. 12 plus 1 is equal to 13. 3 into 9 are 27. So 27 is common. So 13 by 27 is the new profit and loss sharing ratio for partner X. Partner X, don't mind about my voice because of heavy fever. I am talking like this. Okay, anyway, 2 by 9 plus 2 by 9 is the existing profit and loss sharing ratio for partner Z. Partner Z, existing profit and loss sharing ratio is 2 by 9, and share occurred from Y. Share occurred from Y. Here we discussed that is 8 by 27. So 2 by 9 plus 8 by 27 is equal to 14 divided by 27. How this 14 divided by 27 came? Because first set will be multiplied by 3. 3 into 2 are 6. 6 plus 8 is equal to 14, and the common will be 27. So 14 divided by 27. Anyway, their new profit and loss sharing ratio for partner X and Z is 13 is to 14. 13 is to 14. Okay, are you clear about it? The next one, Haris, Rakesh and Mukesh. Haris, Rakesh and Mukesh are partners. They are sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 1 by 2, 3 by 10, 1 by 5. 1 by 2, 3 by 10, 1 by 5. It is their existing profit and loss sharing ratio. In this situation, Rakesh retires. Who is the retiring partner? Rakesh is the retiring partner. Then Haris and Mukesh, new profit and loss sharing ratio, they have given very clearly. New profit and loss sharing ratios for Haris and Mukesh are 3 is to 2. Calculate gaining ratio. They are asking us to calculate only gaining ratio. In the previous problem, we found out that new profit and loss sharing ratio as well as the gaining ratios also for both the partners, from how much they have occurred from the outgoing partner, everything we have discussed in our previous illustrations. But this Haris, Rakesh and Mukesh illustration, they have given very clearly what is their new profit and loss sharing ratio for which is the continuing partner. Continuing partners are Haris and Mukesh. Their new profit and loss sharing ratios are 3 is to 2. So now you know very clearly to find out gaining ratio. What is the formula? New minus old. Gaining ratio's formula is new minus old. So what is their new ratio? 3 by 5 for Haris. It is for Haris calculation. So 3 by 5 minus old ratio is 1 by 2. Old ratio is 1 by 2. Anyway, 5 into 2 are 10. 2 into 3 are 6. 5 into 1 are 5. 6 minus 5 is equal to 1 by 10. So 1 by 10 is the gaining ratio for Haris. At the same time, for Mukesh is also a continuing partner. For Mukesh calculation over here, for Mukesh existing profit and loss sharing ratio is, where is Mukesh? And 1 by 5. Mukesh new profit and loss sharing ratio is 2 by 5. So as per this formula, new minus old. So new ratio is 2 by 5. Old ratio is 1 by 5. Anyway, 2 by 5 minus 1 by 5, directly you can get to know it is 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 is the gaining ratio for partner Mukesh. So Haris and Mukesh, their gaining ratios are 1 by 10 is to 1 by 5. 1 by 10 is to 1 by 5. If you simplify this, 1 is to 2. Like this it will come. The next one, third situation. When retiring partners' profit share is taken by the remaining or continuing partners in a specific ratio. In a specific ratio, they are taking from the retiring partner. The continuing partners are occurring on specific ratios. New profit share is equal to old profit sharing plus gained ratio. To find out, it is a formula for it. So you should understand very clearly about it. When retiring partners' profit share is taken by the remaining or continuing partners in a specific ratio. So whoever is retiring from the partnership firm, their proportions, their share of profit going to occur by continuing or remaining partners in a specific ratio. For that, we can discuss the problem because you can understand very easily while we are discussing the problem. Chani, Mani and Amar. Chani, Mani and Amar. These three are partners in a firm. They are sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 4 is to 3 is to 2. So it is their profit and loss sharing ratio. Amar retires. Amar is the one of the partner. He retires. Third partner. He retires. Actually, his share of profit is 2, which is 4 plus 3 plus 2. 2 by 9. 2 by 9 is Amar's share of profit. Chani acquire 4 by 9 of Amar's share. Chani is the first partner. Chani acquires 4 by 9 of Amar's share. And the balance for Mani. Balance means 5 by 9. As I told you over here, 9 by 9 is equal to 1 by 9 is equal to 8 by 9 went to partner Z. Likewise here, if 4 by 9 is occurred by first partner Chani, means remaining 5 by 9 will be occurred by Mani. Anyway, they have given clearly the balance for Mani, and they are asking us to prepare new profit and loss sharing ratio and gaining ratio. So directly we can come to the solution. As per this problem, 4 by 9 is going to occur by Chani from Amar. So 4 by 9 of 2 by 9. 2 by 9 is the Amar's calculation. Amar's existing profit and loss sharing ratio is 2 by 9. Amar's existing profit and loss sharing ratio is 2 by 9. In that, 4 by 9 of 2 by 9, 8 by 81. 9 into 9 are 81, 4 into 2 are 8. So 8 by 81 is occurred by partner Chani from Amar. 8 by 81 is occurred by partner Chani from Amar. And remaining will be occurred by Mani. So which is 2 by 9 actual share of profit. Actual share of profit means existing share of profit for Amar is 2 by 9. From that, if you deduct 8 by 81, 8 by 81 directly you can come to know the first set can multiply by 9 because we need to get basis 81. So 9 into 2 are 18 and 18 minus 8 is equal to 10. 9 into 9 are 81. So 10 by 81 is occurred by partner Mani. So now you know very clearly how much partner Chani occurred, how much partner Mani occurred. Chani occurred 8 by 81 and Mani occurred 10 by 81. Anyway, their gaining ratios will be 8 is to 10. 8 is to 10 is their gaining ratio. They are asking us to calculate new profit and loss sharing ratio and gaining ratio. Isn't it? So gaining ratio is 8 by 10. Else we can simplify. That is 4 is to 5. 4 is to 5 or 8 is to 10. So anyway, now we are going to calculate that new profit and loss sharing ratio for Chani and Mani. So what is the formula for calculate new profit and loss sharing ratio? So that is old profit and loss sharing ratio plus gained or share occurred from outgoing partner. Here the old profit and loss sharing ratio for Chani. Chani's old profit and loss sharing ratio 4 by 9. Look at this. 4 by 9 is his old profit and loss sharing ratio, and share occurred from outgoing partner Amar 8 by 81. We are adding the both. If we are adding the both, what to do? The first set will be multiplied by 9. Then only we can get 81. 9 into 4 are 36. 36 plus 8. 44 divided by 81. And next partner is Mani. Mani's actual existing share of profit is 3 by 9. 3 by 9 plus share occurred from Amar is 10 by 81. 3 by 9 plus 10 by 81. Any of first set will be multiplied by 9. 9 into 3 are 27. 27 plus 10. 37. 37 divided by 81. So anyway, their new profit and loss sharing ratios are 44 divided by 81 and 37 divided by 81. We can write like this: 44 is to 37. It is their new profit and loss sharing ratios for Chani and Mani. Hi students, I hope you are watching all my videos. Don't stop by watching videos alone. You should practice a lot, which is available in numerical problems in NCERT book and T.S. Grivals also. You practice all the illustration, not only illustration, you practice all the numerical problems also. And 2 more illustrations are there, which is based on this gaining ratio. You practice that. I will attach that illustrations to you. And you practice a lot. Don't hesitate to ask any doubts with me. Thank you.